In VNet gateway, these all are as usual we seeing for all the resources. Okay, now configuration. This is if we need to change this CQ type anytime during the life cycle of this particular gateway. Okay, VPN gateway, we can change it. Okay, and we can do enable and disable as well. If you remember, when we created this active mode, we only provide, sorry, we created this VPN gateway, we provided only single IP. And when we look at active mode, it was asking on secondary public IP, and that time I simply bypassed it. Okay, now you can create during the VPN network gateway creation time, and you can create later on. Now if you wish, you can add another IP now as well. Okay, if you have anyone available, you can use that. If you do not have anyone available, then you can create new. Okay, now I say create new, and I say PIP under 2 means we net gateway PIP2, I want to use it. So now I can enable, okay, I can enable active mode for this particular VPN gateway. Okay, now connection. Now this connection, when we need to trying to establish a connection, okay, between cloud and on-prem. Okay, this is my VNet, this is my on-prem. Okay, now I'm having a VPN gateway. Okay, I'll take this device as a VPN gateway. Now I'm trying to create this connection, considering here I'm having my customer gateway. Okay, add. To create this connection, we need certain things. Okay, we need certain things to create this connection. And if see, my connection name is, what is my connection name is VNet GW. Okay, connection type, it's a VNet to VNet or site to site. So which will be this one? Now if we are taking this on-prem, this will be a site to site or an express route. If we are using with the transit gateway, then it will be VNet to VNet. It's not with peering. Okay, it's not with peering. It will be with the transit gateway. So we are taking, let's say, VNet to VNet. Now we need to define the pre-shared key 456. PSK is a pre-shared key, means once we create the same connection from another end, then this key should be matched at both sides. Okay, now we need to create site to site IPsec connection. Okay, now local network gateway, I know local network gateway, choose a local network gateway. Now if we have local network gateway, we will use that. If not, local NGW. Now IP address, assign a IP address which you wish. So I will say here PIP. Okay, so we need to create it, and then it will be available here. And the address space. Okay, what address space? The VNet from which we are trying to create this connection. Okay, if I look at this was available, right? So let me take if I say 192.168.2.100, okay. Now this is endpoint IP address, this is my address space, and I say okay. Okay. Now if you look at, this will be my site to site IP connection, and this will be my pre-shared key. Now depending, use Azure private IP address or enable BGP or using nothing, whatever you are providing, and IKE version 1 or 2, V2 is the latest, use, and it will use the default resource group and do a creation of it. Now, as 192.168.2.100 IP is not valid, so it will not establish because that IP doesn't exist anywhere, right? Now, if for same we create with the express route, okay, same with the express route, then here this is a VNet gateway from where we are establishing a connection. Then we need to choose a circuit. Okay, if service provider has terminated a connection at your point, then that connection will be available here. Means that 2 Gbps, 1 Gbps line, if he has given to for your VPC, that will be available here. Otherwise, we don't have any option to even check it. Okay, like for VPN gateway connection will not establish, but it will show us all the options. Here it cannot show. If the service line is available, we can select from here. So limitation, this comes on a limitation for creating an express route circuit. Okay, once we choose the express route circuit from here, okay, then we'll see the shared key, okay, pre-shared key. Now once we do from here, similarly when we are configuring this connection, okay, from on-prem, okay, we need to use the same. Okay, so this practically lab is not possible for certain restrictions. Okay, otherwise typically once you have a that line available and you use any pre-shared key provided by your provider, you can generate your, or you can decide anything, then you can go ahead, and creation of this is very simple, straightforward if you'll ask me. Okay, nothing much, but pre-requesty work is there, and take this connection takes around 2-3 weeks because it goes to the respective service providers. Okay, and to know the respective service provider, just Google, okay, or go to the Azure documentation, express route service provider in a specific region. Okay, you will get it. Now, if we have a configurations, we have our connections. Okay, now this is taking time, it will take time. Okay, now point to site connection. Okay, now this is, I'm connecting from my laptop to my cloud environment, is a point to site connection. Now one user connecting, this is P2S. This one location connecting to this is site to site. Now this site to site VPN. Okay, so based on the address pool point to site, we can connect, let's say 12.12.0.0/16. This address we should know it. Okay, this address we should know it. Okay, what will be the address pool? This cannot be done only having one side information, either this or this. It cannot. Person who is creating a P2S have information for both the sides. This shared, how you want to use it? Use Azure certificate, Radius authentication, or Azure Active Directory. Based on your authentication, I say Azure Active Directory. Okay. Now it will ask me the tenant. Okay. And it will ask me the user as well. Means whenever this user coming ABC, okay, and I'm saying Azure Active Directory authentication, okay, and if you look at, I say user is this, okay, user is this, then this Active Directory will authenticate for any connection coming from here to this VNet. Is a point to site. And point to site means if there are 100 user, all 100 connection will come in. Okay. This also, because we are having a one side that we can do from the cloud. So again, based on some informations, okay, ABC, no, not taking, it should take this. No problem. I can take even my Azure Active Directory. Discard it. Okay.
I think it is asking tenant ID, not the domain name. The above one.
So it was asking, but it was asking a URL, right? It was asking a URL. Look at, okay. This one, right? This is ID, right? Okay. Bhudev DBA on Microsoft.com. Okay. User is Bhudev Sharma. Okay. So this will be my configurations point to sites.
What is that address pool, sir?
So see, number of addresses which you can use here is also address pool, right? So this address pool, how you want to use this address pool, could be a communication for, okay, could be a communication for the DBA team. Okay. So once it will DBA team, now 192 I already used it. Okay. So let's say 33.33.0.32 slash or 32. Okay. Okay. So now this becomes your IP address, right? Now this becomes your IP address. If I say currently, okay, IP config, okay. Now what is my IP is? This is my IP, right? Wrong. But if I log into my Unisys, I will get some other IP. Okay, so means over the internet, this is my private IP. Now if I use this, means this IP is this IP. Okay, this IP.
You mean the laptop IP?
Yes, this is a laptop IP, right? Now,
So that means we should know that who want to access that server.
yes, that's point to site, right? So that's why the Azure Active Directory will authenticate. Second, now you know a group of people are doing, right? Wrong, that 0/24, right? Now, if this is the IP pool, I gets when I connect to my Unisys network. Got my point? They have a pool of IP addresses, right? Look at, just I'm connecting. Okay, give me some time.
To whom we create this point to site authentication, sir?
Individuals. See, currently I'm connecting to the VPN.
But why do we need this point to site configuration? When we create a virtual machine, there we are defining, right, that to who can access that servers, or else we
Correct.
are allowing everyone.
Okay,
In that,
so that we are connected. So this is, so okay, try to make a difference. Here is a virtual machine. Got my point? Right?
yes.
This is my VNet, right? Wrong. Currently, we are just trying to connect to VNet to the virtual machine. This is a express route, VPN, point to site, site to site are the different connection methods for your network, right? Wrong. This is what we are discussing, not the EC2 instance connection. You need to connect to your Oracle, right, from home. Right? If you need to, let's say this is your system, right? This is your Oracle VNet. You need to connect to this VNet, right? Means the Oracle network. You should get an authentication from here, right? And if all the employees do connect remotely, how they will control, how they will manage those users. So this becomes a point to site. If you look at now, I have connected to VPN, right? Wrong. Now this is my point to site connectivity only. If I say now, okay. So if you look at this app IP, right? From where coming? Is coming from the Unisys network, right? Hello.
Yes.
Now this single IP, because they're having at this network, okay, they are having at this network. Now in this, okay, in this I should allow this IP, okay. If I say this, means any person, any laptop which gets an IP in this range, he will be authenticated. That becomes a point to site, okay. Is that clear? Not clear?
Yes, sir.
This is a one-to-one connection, okay, one-to connection. Site to site is a site to site, means there will be a one connection here, and if it is 100 user from this location or this location, they will communicate. But in point to site, it will be a single connection. So all the employees connecting to my network, all will create a separate pulse connection, right? Wrong. Once they will connect, they will get the unique IP address, right? This is how. Okay. If this is a right IP, username is a right, okay, it will create a point to site connection, but it will not. Okay, just let it complete for this connection is there, right? Checking thing. Okay, so we discuss VPN. Okay, now allow transit gateway. Okay, and confirm VNet peering on the second virtual network. This we have already seen by pinging is allow transit gateway. Okay, another aspect of it. Once it will get created, okay, take time. Okay, so if you look at it's already 18 minutes and this is 14 minutes. Okay, rest all these properties. Okay, if I cancel it will discard from here. Okay, this all properties is usually like the properties of each and every service, okay, or resource which we create. And let's park it for now, this particular thing. Let's get it created. Okay, and then we'll resume from here. Now this will park allow gateway transit. Now coming to the VPN gateway connections, the connections which we have created just now. Okay, let's read it. VPN gateway, create the local network gateway, implement site-to-site VPN gateway, configure the on-premises VPN device. This, if it is not VPN to VPN, VNet to VNet, is not possible. Create the gateway subnet, possible. We created, create the VPN connection, we have created, but the connection will not be established because we do not have a valid remote IP available. VPN gateway configurations is in a progress right now. High availability scenarios. Okay, this we need to discuss. VPN gateway types, then we will discuss VPN gateway types, then demonstration of VPN gateway. Okay, VPN gateway and SQ. SQ means store keeping unit and generations. Like currently we selected Gen 1, Gen 2. Okay, if I configure, it will ask for discard. Okay, no, let's come on. So coming to here, VPN gateway, right? Wrong. This is my, as we already discussed this is my cloud. Okay, this is my on-prem environment. Okay, this is going over the internet. Okay, and this tunnel, and here is my VPN gateway. Okay, this is VPN gateway is having a private IP from 10 series, and this is my public IP, like we defined our public IP. Okay, so this VPN gateway can be a site-to-site connection, connects on premises data center to Azure Virtual Network. This is an on premises. Okay, VNet to VNet connection, connect Azure Virtual Networks custom one. Okay, not the peering one. Okay, and this where we need to have the transitive available. Okay, point to site user VPN, currently the same screen. Okay, failed to create gateway error. There was an error processing your request. Okay, so it's got failed. I will tell you the reason for. Okay, anyway, I have to discard it. Okay, reason being this particular provides this was overlapping a address space. The overlapping address space prefixes are same only. Okay, means when we are creating a site-to-site connection, both this address must be in different CIDR. They cannot overlap the CIDR block. This is a failure. So the IP address for this and IP address of this must be unique. When I say unique, the CIDR block, will not overlap, which is currently in our case, this one. Okay. Now, if I go redeploy, it will not ask me anything. It will just submit it. Okay. I need to go ahead and this one. Okay. This IP. Okay. Give it to 21.21.0.0/16. Okay. Review and create. 21.21.0.0/16. Okay. So even here resource group weight RG1. Now google.com, right? FQDN. Can I have a valid FQDN? Trust me, not. Okay, until unless I do not have my domain. Okay, I cannot have it. Now unable to parse this value type array. Okay, if I say 1.0/24, unable to parse. One 172.116.1.0. Not 24. No, it will not do, it will fail. Okay. So this is for my connection create from VNG. Okay. Okay. Yes, my previous deployment is successful. Now I will go for again VNet gateway creation. Okay. This is VNet gateway. This is my configuration. Okay. This particular thing. Okay. Here it says something SKU. Okay. Where was the different SKU types? Okay, VPN SKU and generation. So this is an VPN gateway generation. Okay, and the SKU. So if you look at, I have selected generation 2 during the creation time, and this becomes SKU. SKU is nothing but on a capacity of this particular gateway, and this all are charged. Okay. Now if I save, I have changed my SKU type. Okay. This is my SKU, and this SKU comes for my IP in a public, for my interface. Okay. My EC2 instance, my storage means where you have a different kind of a capacity options available. You have SKU and generation Gen 1, Gen 2, we will see same in the storage as well. Okay. Connections. Okay. Let me add. Okay. Now I say BPS, BPG, BPGW. Okay. Choose virtual network gateway. If I have virtual network gateway, okay, this is but this is already being used. Okay. Virtual network gateway. So come back. Okay. This is a virtual network gateway. Second Second virtual network gateway, kind of a customer gateway, this one. Custom locations. If I need to add from here, no, right? To use a virtual network with a connection, it must associate with the virtual network gateway. This is when we created, this is created for virtual network gateway for this VPC only. Connection is done. Connections, add connection. Okay, okay, sorry. We are using a VNet. Okay, we should not be a VNet. We need another, sorry. BPS GW. Okay, so if we are using a VNet to VNet, we need another. We are using on site to site. Okay, then we need to choose a local network gateway. Okay, earlier we were using a VNet to VNet. Okay, now for local network gateway, we created previously one gateway, and this is a local network gateway, and pre-shared key, you make it anything. Okay, and say okay. Okay, now it will take time, it will create, then we will go into the point to site connection. Okay, submit it. It is saying very state. Now, okay, because my connection got created, then is a point to site also got failed. Okay, so let's wait, let's go sequence by sequence. Okay, it will not work the way we are trying to do it. Okay, so let's wait, let's get it created first. Okay, this we discussed. Okay, please stop me if you are not able to understand anywhere. Now implement site to site VPN connection. Okay, now in this site to site, let's say this is my tunnel. I'm having this my VPN gateway. This is my customer gateway. Okay. Now create a VNets and subnets. Okay. This is an steps. Specify the DNS server, which is again is an optional. We check it. Create the gateway subnet. Create the gateway subnet in the VNet in which you are trying to establish a connection. Create VPN gateway. This step we already created. VNet gateway. Okay, this is going on, and now go with the next step. Create the local network gateways. We have defined create the local network gateways. Okay, in on-premises side, configure the VPN device. Configure the VPN device at this point. And this is create the VPN connection. We are trying to create now VPN connection. We are trying to create the VPN connection here without configuring this VPN device. Without configuring this VPN device. So obviously, if this is not there, this connection will pass or fail. It should pass or fail, guys. Hello.
Fail.
Obviously, this connection will fail. Okay, because this connection, when you try to configure, it should get these information, but this will not be able to get this information. This is a main reason. Okay, but I'm trying to give you how we do go step by step. Okay, and there is a dependency. There is a dependency we cannot create until our connection is not done. This is this connection. Okay, take time to carefully plan your network configuration. Very important. If you look at in previous attempt, due to we were having an IP address from this range, okay, our connection was failed, right? So always remember it cannot overlap. Now you have to clean up and recreate it. Okay, so becomes very important. And for what kind of a purpose, whether I need to choose a VPN connection or an express route. So decide carefully for your network configuration. The on-premises part is necessary only if you are configuring on site to site. Okay, and we did check the site to site for this connection. Okay, always verify and test your connections. So by doing a ping telnet, if you have resource available, or doing a health check, you should verify your connection. And this activity is being handled when the customer first comes in. Okay, first comes in. Once this is established, it keep running. And once in a blue moon type, let's say some issue comes in network, internet only, then my VPN issue will come in. Okay, or there is something change in this side only. Might be a IP address or something, or you are changing this devices or increasing a capacity of it. Otherwise, in day to day, this task this is called an infra setup. Okay, and this is ideally at the time of onboarding the customer. Create the gateway subnet for certain resources. Okay, the separate subnet, the isolated subnet, or the dedicated subnet is mandatory. Means if I need to create a network gateway, I need to create an firewall. Why I missed today the firewall lab? This needs an dedicated subnet. Okay, they cannot be in the subnet in which already resources are there, and naming is also must. Naming convention. So the gateway subnet contains the IP address. If possible, use a CIDR block of 28 or 27. You look at, right, when we try to create it, I suggested to go with the 28. 28 come with the 16, 27 come with the 32. When you create your gateway subnet, gateway VMs are deployed to the gateway subnet and configured with the required VPN gateway settings as part of the gateway. Okay. Never deploy other resources, for example, additional VM into the gateway subnet. That's why the recommendation for the gateway subnet is 28, or if you need 27, otherwise 28 is good, very good. And 27 will also not do any big magic by creating it. So it remains the same. So 28 or 27, you should not consume any more IPs. Okay. VPN gateway configuration. Most VPN types are route based. Okay, most VPN are route based. Your choice of gateway SKU, your SKU, this SKU, the number of connections you can have in the aggregation. If I select VPN GB1, GB2, this is comes with the capacity. Okay, how many connections this particular SKU can handle, and the aggregate throughput benchmark and the bandwidth. Okay, this SKU means it cannot handle, if VPN GW is capacity is up to 100 Mbps. Okay, it cannot handle any traffic greater than that. If we need a more traffic, higher traffic bandwidth, then go with the VPN GW, VPN GW3 like by. So this is a capacity for the network. Okay, associate a virtual network that includes the gateway subnet. Okay, this virtual network associate with, I associated with my VNet. Okay, while I created, and the gateway needs a public IP. I created a public IP, gateway public IP. Okay, public IP address. Okay, so if you look at here, gateway public IP address. Okay, VNet GW PIP I used for this purpose. This is my VPN PIP. Okay, this is my gateway PIP. VPN gateway types: route based and the policy based. Route based uses routes in the IP forwarding or routing table to direct packets. Supports for IKE v2 version 2. Okay, can use dynamic routing protocols. Okay, where is a policy based VPN encrypts and direct packets through IPsec tunnel. Okay, based on the IPsec policies, supports for IKE version v1 only. It's a legacy on premises VPN device. So if you want to take a benefit of route based, then you should choose IKE version 2. If it is in a policy based, then you should be using a IKE 1. So these are different two types of route based and policy based gateway types which we created. If you look at our gateway, okay, go to the policy properties and look at for the gateway type. Our gateway type is route based. Okay, our gateway type is route based. Okay, now gateway SKUs and their generation. Okay, now SKU, let's say I select a VPN G1 or generation 1 or generation 2. Okay, now sampling of available SKUs, if I select VPN GW1, it can have site to site, VNet to VNet maximum 30 tunnels, and all are having a 30 tunnels only. Okay, with P2S point to site IKE version 2 connections, this can have a 250 connections. Okay, simultaneous connection, and the speed can go up to 650 Mbps. GW2 can have 500 concurrent connections, whereas a speed can go 1 Gbps. Now, which connections should use? Now, based on these two column values, you should choose the SKU type. Okay, because we were doing a simple lab and we know our this connection is not going to exist. Okay, with on-prem or site to site, we are randomly selecting, but If let's say your concurrent connections are going for 1000, okay, then if connection is a priority, if speed is not a priority, then go with the VPN GW3. If you need the speed should be more, then you should go with the this VPN GW3 is the second option. Okay. Generation is a generation 1 and generation 2. As we have seen is generation 1 is for the policy based, generation 2 is for the route based. Okay. The gateway SKUs affects the connections and the throughput. Connections and the throughput. Resizing is allowed within the generation. Resizing is allowed within the generation means I can go from here to here, here to here, here to here. Means this is separate, this one, and this is separate. Okay. If we want to change an SKU, go ahead in the configurations. Now I can go to the VPN GW2 and notice one more thing. Okay. VPN GW5 is also available. I'm not sure when it's got available. Even this study material is for me is I believe months or 2 months old only. Somewhere in May I downloaded this. Okay. Now this is having up to VPG4. Next slide when will come, it will include 5 as well. Okay. Now create the local network gateway.
So Bodha, you are not prepared this PPT. You have downloaded from Azure
No,
site.
I have not prepared. This is an official trainer material from the Microsoft. Okay.
Okay.
This is only permitted for the certified trainers. Okay. Not to everyone.
Okay.
You cannot download this.
Okay.
So this get updated because just I noticed we have a VPN GW5 as well. Okay. Then only I realized that new VPN GW is also available. And as I mentioned multiple times, it's a ever changing. Okay. It's an ever changing. It's not only my customer is happy with the 5 Gbps, trust me, customer will choose even 10 Gbps, 20 Gbps connection. So, but Azure should have a feature available, right? From capacity available. So they keep adding as the service gets updated. Okay. This document will also get updated. Now, if we go local network gateway, one we have already created. Okay. One we have already created. Okay. Local network gateway. To create a local network gateway is my this local network gateway. This local network gateway. Okay. I created a part of the network gateway connection part only, but this is for this purpose. Now, if you look at local network gateway, now again configurations, okay, which I gave, connections, it got filled. Okay. Properties, then it comes the normal properties. Two important, configuration and connections here. Okay. I will show you practically how it gets established in the real environment. Okay. Due to this link is not available, we will not able to complete this lab end to end. Okay. But I will walk you through all the steps. Okay. What is needed. In local network gateway, define the on-premises network configuration. What? On-premises network configuration. Give the site a name by which Azure can refer to it. Use a public IP address or FQDN or local network gateway endpoint. Come on. See, still running 21 minutes. This one, okay. So either this is a local network address, Now this becomes IP address or FQDN. IP address, we need to define it here. Now the address space means local network gateway will have one address, but this will include with the address space, means this is having 156.64.1.1, but this will have, let's say, 250, 100 or 1000 machines, right? And the resource group in which you want to create it and the location. So I must have use a public IP address or a FQDN for the local network gateway endpoints, this, and then assign this IP address. Okay. So if you look at in my case, I can define here my router address. Okay. Whatever is a gateway you call it. And this will be my local area network. Okay. Or my local net. Specify the IP address prefixes that will be routed through the gateway to the VPN device. Okay. IP address prefixes means this is one IP address if you look at, right? This IP address, anything starting from 3.0 to 3.255 minus 5 means total 251 valid IP address starting from 4 to 254 will be allowed to go using this address space, this local area network connection from this virtual gateway. Okay. This is configure the on-premises VPN device. This is my my Azure virtual network cloud. Now this is my on-premises environment. Here, consult the list of supported VPN devices, Cisco, Juniper, anything Barracuda from the networks team. Okay. We cannot go ahead and directly create this connection unless this network admin not confirming me what are the supported devices they use for the connection, and they must have one. If not, this connection cannot be established. Okay. A VPN device configuration script may be available once we configure. Okay. Once this network device is available, from here we download the device, we download this script, and we send it to here in any way. Copy, remote copy, ship in disk, or I'm accessing my Azure portal. From this local machine. So I can download in this machine also. But this machine connectivity is not using this link. This machine connectivity link is from the internet. Okay. Remember the shared key for the Azure connection. Next step. This shared key is nothing but is a pre-shared key. If I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, I must be using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And specify the public IP address means this connection and this connection goes with the public, because this is over the public internet. Okay. VPN connection. So it can only communicate over the public IP. It cannot communicate over the private IP address. Guys. Now, this is a continuation of the previous screen. Now, once your VPN gateway is created and the on-premises device is configured, VPN gateway plus on-premises devices, which is not available in our case, create a connection object. This connection object is nothing but this which we are trying to created. Okay, virtual network gateway. Okay, and this connection. Okay, this connection which got failed. Okay, configure a name for the connection and specify the type of site to site. Name Azure to on-prem. It is in site to site. Select the VPN gateway and local network gateway. Now we have selected this VNet 01 in which it is created and the local network gateway. So if you look at in the properties, this is my VNet. Okay, this is my gateway. Okay.
So in which scenario we need to use site to site and VPN?
Two things, right? So site to site is kind of a connection. This is site to site. Okay. You want to use VPN or you want to use express route are two methods to create a site to site connection. Got my point?
Okay.
See, whether you want a dedicated line or over internet, that you need to decide, right? Wrong?
Yes.
I explained this, okay, in better details. Let me give you again recap. See how you want to connect. These are two sites, right? Wrong? These are two sites. Is that correct?
Yes.
Hope we are agree with this, right? These are two sites, right?
Yes.
If I say is a DC data center or I say an Azure, okay? These are two sites. Now, first you need to decide whether this is an express route or it is in a VPN connection. Means this is, if I say is a dedicated or shared, which one you want to use? You tell me one choice.
Dedicated.
Dedicated. If you want to go dedicated, then your option is express route. Okay. This is nothing but is a communication link, right? Wrong?
Yes.
Now in another case, you don't want to choose dedicated, so you go with the shared. So is you go with the internet, right? Shared internet, right? Wrong? And this goes with the VPN. Got my point? Now this site to site can go over dedicated, and this site to site can go over the VPN also. This is nothing but is a circuit only, right?
Yes.
Getting me? Not getting?
Yes. Yes.
If you remember in the redundant high availability, one VNet I connected using express route, another I connected using a shared, but both are the site to site connection only, right? Wrong? Whatever you use it, this is nothing but is our communication channel. That's it. This is my communication channel, internet circuit. That's it. But how I want to connect, that's me, right? Even if I don't want to connect, even only one computer needs to connect it from here to cloud, I can even do a point to site, right? Wrong? Is that clear?
So for individual point to site. Okay.
Individual point to site. Yeah.
Okay.
Your one city, see, once you are here, once you will connect to your company, you will always connect point to site, right? When one office of CTS connect to other side of the CTS, it is always site to site. Got my point?
Yes.
And this site can go on express route or this can go on internet. That is other topic. Okay. means how we want to have our circuit, our network, our bandwidth. So everything comes cost, security. If my security is a priority, I will never ever select the internet, means the VPN. If my cost is priority, I will not select the express route. I will go with the internet VPN. Got my point? Is that clear? Any
Yes.
doubt?
No, clear.
So if you look at, it says site to site, okay, this connection type. Here we need to define it. Configure a name for the connection and specify the type, the site to site IPsec. Select the VPN gateway and the local network gateway. This VPN gateway, virtual network gateway and local network gateway, we have already configured, okay, in the previous screen. Local network gateway, right? We have already configured. So we can now virtual network gateway. Okay. Now this is virtual network gateway. Here is my local gateway. Okay. This is already been VNGW virtual network gateway. Okay. Is already being created here. Okay. Now when I'm creating the connection, okay, VPN connection, this VPN connection, I need to specify it, right? Wrong. Otherwise, how it will know what all traffic I need to transfer, right? Wrong. Enter the shared key again, which is in a pre-shared key PSK. We need to define it. Okay. Coming to the typical high availability scenarios. Okay. Now you have this active, you have this active passive standby, right? Wrong. Now in here we have an Azure VPN gateway, which is an active standby mode. This is an on-prem. Okay, I'm going now in active. What we can have? We have two VPN, right? We have two VPN, correct? VPN 1, connection 1, connection 2. This is nothing but is a connection, right? Now this using Azure VPN gateway, now we are using within a same VM, sorry, same VNet. Now there are two connections. If my this device goes down, do you have any impact? Please let me know. Consider this is my XPlex route. XPlex route connection is down. You have VPN connection, or you got your VPN connection down. You have XPlex route. Similar like now I'm having this connectivity using my XPlex route. Okay. Now I'm having this connectivity, okay, using VPN gateway. VPN, okay. This is my data center, customer data center on premises. This is my VNet A. This is my VNet B. I created a peering. Is a HA for me. Now, if this goes down or this goes down at any point of time, I do not have any impact apart from a small glitch. When I say glitch, means might be the connections which was there here need to reset, okay, need to reset via here, or if the connection was here, need to reset via here. That's it. Got my point, guys? Hope. If we take the example for the active passive, okay, rack, okay, and the data guard, we can very closely correlate this example. Is that clear?
Right.
Guys, a big silence.
Yes,
Am I
brother.
audible? Big silence. Please let me know. Is too tough? See, let me know. Are we on track or we are losing that track? We'll proceed accordingly. Okay.
Yes, we are getting.
How much percentage? Let's say 20, 30, 40.
These are, I mean, very
Actually, this is
practical oriented. So
Yes.
unless we
This
do
is
it,
the,
yeah.
so
totally
all thing,
new. Means everything is new in this topic, so that's why.
yes. No, so just try to consume whatever you can consume. Okay. And I will repeat this session. So this along with policy. Okay. Along with policy, I will repeat this. Okay. Once. Okay.
Okay, sure.
But trust me, for this, all labs are not possible. Okay. Because if any one of you having a static IP, okay, and you have a router with you, you can try with it. Okay. By simply creating a one VM in your environment, means the VM workstation. With that, you can try point to site connectivity. It will happen. Okay. Now, demonstration VPN gateway, explore the gateway subnet blade, explore the connected device blade, explore the adding a virtual network gateway, explore adding a connection between virtual networks. Express route and virtual VLAN, again discussing the same thing now, but I will discuss what from the literature, from the theory perspective for the express route. Okay. Express route capabilities. Prashant did ask, what is a benefit, right? Why we should use the peering. Similarly, here comes why we should use the express route, why not the VPN only. Coexisting site to site and express route. Okay. Inter-site connection comparison and virtual WANs. Now, if you look at this express route circuit, right? Now, this is my on-prem environment. Okay. This is my partner is. This says when my partner is means, okay. And if you look at this Microsoft is, please do not get confused. This is nothing but is a termination point. Okay. This is nothing but is a termination point for your circuit, for your route, for your service provider link. Now, Control Z. Okay. So here I'm having an on-prem environment. Okay. And here I am having a cloud environment. I am taking service from Airtel. Okay. What service I am taking? A 10 Gbps connection. Okay, 10 Gbps connection. Can Airtel access my on-prem data center? Guys, no. Answer is, can Airtel access my, let's say VNet, my cloud environment? Answer is no. Because that is his not requirement basically. His requirement, because I am looking for a service provider who provide me a link from this location. Okay. I'm having a data center in Mumbai. Okay. To my VNet. Okay. I'm having in central India. Okay. Central India. And central India, these locations of data center are not revealed, not public, not documented anywhere, where you can just take an idea, idea where this could be. That's it. You cannot say Central India data center is there in the Delhi or in Nagpur or is in Bangalore or any part of country. Okay, you cannot say. But assuming this is my Mumbai data center office and this is my Lucknow office. Okay, considering this particular is in my Lucknow. Okay, I'm looking for a service provider who can provide me 10 Gbps of link. Now, once the proposal will go to him, just him. Okay. What this Airtel will provide, okay, what Airtel will provide, Airtel will provide me the, you can call it as an endpoint or the connection point, okay, or the edge point here. Okay. All good. Once this link is provided, from where it is coming, that is my provider's responsibility, and provider is my Airtel. In cloud, as we are reading in Azure, this becomes an Microsoft edge point, and this is my customer or partner edge point, and this all will be my circuit. Is that clear from the Microsoft edge or the partner edge point? This is nothing but is a point where your connection has been terminated by the respective service provider. Sorry, guys, based on our bandwidth. Now, in this private connection between your on-premises network and Microsoft data center, okay, this is in a private connection in Express route. Connections do not go over public internet, is a partner network. It doesn't go over a public network. It's a dedicated for you. Okay. Now, secure, reliable, low latency, high speed connection are the advantage and benefit why we need an express route. Okay. Coexisting site to site and express route. Okay. The way we discussed, right? This is my VNet, right? Or my cloud. Now, in my cloud, one connection is there using an express route, another using a VPN, right? Wrong. Another is using a VPN. Now I can use both connections, right? And this is my on-premises headquarter. And in on-premises headquarter also, if you look at, there are two headquarters, site 1 and site 2. Okay. There are two different locations. Even we can have more locations, but if you look at this location, only one VPN connection is there. But for this location, we have a VPN connection as well as express route. So both can coexist together, okay, with my virtual network. Okay, only two separate virtual network gateway, one for this express route, one for the VPN required in the same VNet. Okay, in this case, the case of the peering has been isolated, right? Wrong is removed. Otherwise, if you have two VNet, consider the case two VNet, then how you will connect it? Then you take this connection to another VNet and create a peering between them. Will solve the purpose. This is a comparison. Okay. Connection, virtual network point to site, virtual network site to site, and express route. Azure service supported Azure IaaS service, Azure virtual machine. Okay, point to site. In site to site, Azure IaaS services, Azure virtual machine. Okay, express route support Azure IaaS, PaaS services, and Microsoft Office 365. Okay, this 65, I know this is a Microsoft product, but I have not used it. Okay, bandwidth based on the gateway SKU. We have seen this. What will be the bandwidth? Based on the gateway SKU. What was the gateway SKU? This is a gateway SKU. Okay, so we will get the bandwidth connection based on the gateway SKU. Typically, in site to site, less than 1 Gbps is an aggregate. In express route, 100 Mbps to 50 Mbps to 100 Gbps. So it can vary. Okay, it can vary. Protocols, active passive. Okay, in point to site, in site to site, you can have active passive and active active. In express route, you can have active active. Okay, how in active active? If you have looked at this is VPN device, express route is this. You can create here multiple tunnels. Okay, you can create multiple tunnels. No, express route. Just let me come back where it was. Express route. So this you can create a multiple tunnels. Okay, here 1 tunnel, 2 tunnels, 3 tunnels. We can create a multiple tunnels here. This express route. So if you look at primary connection, secondary connection, so we can create a multiple tunnels, and even we can distribute the bandwidth in the tunnels, then connections. Okay. Typical use case, dev test and lab environment for cloud services and virtual machines, point to site. Dev test and lab environment, small scale production workloads and virtual machine, small scale production workloads. And express route, enterprise class and mission critical workloads, big data solutions. We should use the connection express route. Okay. So this, if someone asks you, what should you use it? So you cannot tell anyone you should use express route, site to site, or point to site. It depends based on the certain requirement parameters. Okay. Coming to lesson 4, lab and review. Provision the lab environment, configure the local and global virtual network peering, that we have already done it. Okay. Test inter-site connectivity. This also we have done it, right? Now, architecture diagram. Okay. If you go from the since beginning, again come back to here, you will find similar kind of a thing. Okay, now if you see, this is a region 1, okay, region 1, and this is region 2. Okay, now when this comes, the peering within a same region is a local peering, and peering with the another region is a global peering. Same has been depicted in this picture as well. Okay, same is being depicted here. Now this becomes the last distributive services. So this is again review session. Okay, now if we go back to our resources, okay, let me look at any price notification today. So if you look at in morning 4 hours ago, 10,667.95 credit was remaining. Now we have certain resources deployed here. Okay, VPN gateway, local gateway. Okay, connections we have increased. Now whether we are using or not using, cost is started. Okay, now this connection, because we were not able to create this connection because I was not having the remote IP, remote connection customer environment. This is a point to site connection. Again, it required things based on authentication. Now my environment. Okay. This is especially for Express. Okay. Now VPN we have seen now comes to the Express route. Okay, Express route. Now, if you look at Express route, I don't have any Express route circuit. Okay, I say create Express route. Okay, it is asking me in which resource group. I say, let's say my BPS RG1 reason, which reason? Okay, because the service provider, let's say Airtel here, needs to terminate the connection or create a Microsoft Edge point in that particular region only. If I do say here is my India, okay, and if I say this is my South India, okay. Now, if you look at while creating an Express route circuit, earlier, if you create a VNet, only Central India, South India, and West India was an option. But if you look at Geo India Central, now during Express route creation, you get these 2 more options, because otherwise I don't see that Geo is available in VNet. Okay, so I will go to the VNet. Okay, and let me just create one more VNet. I will not create though, but I will select India, right? So do you see those options here now? No, right? Guys. Guys, come on. I need max to max 9 more minutes, okay, with concentration. Because this is from as per Azure, okay, Microsoft, but the connection which was creating for the Express route circuit, okay, these are with the provider as well. Okay, so it will give you a list of the providers here where it says the Geo one. Okay, now if you use this particular region as an India Central, okay, Central India means you can have the Geo connectivity. That's is the only meaning, nothing apart from. What I want to add this connection name is Mumbai to Azure. Okay, sorry, it should be this way. Okay, Azure to Mumbai. Okay, because I'm creating this connection from Azure. And where is my location? which location I need to connect is my Mumbai location. Next configuration. In this configuration, provider type, provider or direct. If we say direct and if we say provider, there are the options difference. I will say first the provider, then I will go with the direct option. Create a new or import from classic. Create new or import. If import, it will give me the service key. You enter a service key and it will import. If create a new, then which should be your provider? Is an Airtel, okay, ARNet, AT&T, AT&T Netbond. If you look at n numbers of providers are available, okay, Jio, okay, I want Airtel provider. Peering location. Now it will ask me the peering location, right? Wrong. Where is my location? In my Mumbai. Okay. Bandwidth. Which bandwidth I need? I need 250 Mbps to 10 Gbps. I need to specify the speed. I need only the 50 Mbps. SKU, again, standard keeping unit, standard or premium. Standard, if we go with premium with the advanced feature, standard is the standard feature. Billing model, I want metered or I want unlimited. So you know the postpaid, right? Prepaid, okay, is the same only. If I want monthly, the metered. If I want unlimited, I can choose the unlimited, okay, based on. Check the bill for this connection. Connection will come very costly as in a dedicated. Allow classic operations, yes or no. Based on your requirement, we can select our options. If this is in a provider base, if it's in a direct, then I need to select my express route here circuit, okay, because this is my direct connection. This direct connection is, I'm having a direct connect resource, let's say from my Azure to Azure or my data center to data center, means I'm having my own express route circuit, okay, which ideally will not be, okay. Now go ahead and say next tag, and trust me, once you do it, and then you need to configure it with the, this is only the express route circuit, okay, this is not connection. And if I say create, I say create, okay, now the connection create, sorry, circuit creation is in a progress, okay, that's it. Now it will check what options we have selected, is that available, then what available, okay, it will check. In the meantime, it gets created. Let me start, okay, cleanup of my environment, okay, because again it is going to take time. Now network gateway, I don't want, okay, I say delete this, okay. I'm having a virtual machines running, so I can say my virtual machines also gets terminated, okay. I say delete, and I say delete this as well, okay. Now comes both machine, virtual network gateway, okay, then we'll go local network gateway, say delete, and will be multiple IP addresses, okay. Now express route circuit, if you go, I'm having this express route circuit, okay. Now whatever the network gateway, virtual network gateway we will be using same connection. This connection is Mumbai. What is Mbps? I can increase anytime when I wish. I can change from the standard to unlimited to premium to meter to any option. This is an important. This connection will be get created. Okay. Once I have a Microsoft Edge point available, Microsoft Edge point, because I don't have an Edge point, so it will not allow to create me the connection. Getting me? Because this point is not available for me. And it takes, as I did mention, some time, weeks or 2 weeks to come in here, because we have just placed an order. We have just placed an order. So it will take time to come here. Once the provider will provision this, list will be available here, and then we'll go ahead and create an connection. Is that clear, guys? And it is not going to have so soon. So I'm deleting this as well. Okay, because by the time it goes in order processing, it will get terminated also. Okay. So any question, guys, from the network part? Okay. This is not again so simple, so easy. You have to go multiple readings, understanding, then you will come to know. Okay. But this particular today's session, apart from peering, is not kind of a day-to-day activity. It's a kind of a one-time activity, onboarding, or if some major issue comes, then troubleshooting, or if something like I need to change the capacity, okay, SKU. But it's not like a VM or a normal network or a public IP or a disk. It's not like that activity. Is that clear, guys? Any question? Today, I have deployed all my resources in resource group RG1. So you can look at BPS RG1. And now I will look at my all the resources. So if you look at hell numbers of resources are available, lot many. So rather than going one by one or select all, I need virtual network, I need security group, I need virtual network, network security group, and the third virtual network, leave it, let it go. I don't want any resource. Okay, so I should be cleaning up, because today's session, whatever resource are there, they do consume good amount of money. Okay, so any question, guys? So come with some doubt, some questions, let me know.
So in virtual network, we connect devices, right? So
Yes.
have we covered that?
Yeah, so virtual network, virtual machine is a device only, right?
Yes, yes.
Resource only. Virtual NIC card, okay, NIC card is a resource only. Okay.
So in virtual network, we could see that information, right? How we could see the network and other information on the devices which are connected to the virtual network.
So if you look at yesterday, right, in a diagram I showed you, right? So let me come back. Okay.
If you can just
I'm
go
coming.
any of the virtual network, there we can cross verify this.
Okay. So if you look at, right, this is a VNet. Okay.
Yeah.
Diagram, right? We were looking at yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure today, but if you look at this VNet, public subnet, gateway subnet, right now.
Okay. Yes.
This we created today. Okay. Now we did create also yesterday, if you remember, I will show you once again. Okay, just write down here. You will come NSG. Okay, network security group. Here you will come network interface card if virtual machine is there, and here you will come VM also. Okay. If you remember, I don't remember today I showed or yesterday I showed this picture, right? How we can look at. This is from the dashboard perspective, but the same can be monitored or checked from the logs also. Okay. And I will be showing that as part of the monitor. Okay. You should be knowing, right, what all things are connected to my virtual network.
Yeah. So
what
if you
all are
click
coming to my
on
network.
connected devices there below address space, so will it be visible there? No.
No.
The VM, if it is, I mean, like
let me show
VM
you
is
this
a
connected
device.
devices. I will create, just remember this, I will create other resources as usual, then I will show you the connected devices. Okay. And if you want to look at, okay, if you can stop the recording now. Okay. All are requested to